2013 Mr. Olympia. I'm standing to two-time Mr. Olympia, next to two-time Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath. Phil, all this talk was going on before this year's show. Generation Iron came out. Everybody, you know, people said, yeah, Phil is not going to make it. Phil, you were pretty humble at the press conference compared to what you were, what you were talking about before that. So a lot of people said, why is he so humble now? Is he worried? You came out today, and I'm going to say it right now. You came out and you delivered. It's clear cut. You know, you got to know it. Everybody knows it. How do you feel right now after prejudging?
You know, I feel like I did my job. You know, after last year's Olympia, even with a perfect score, I got, you know, obviously a lot of negative feedback from fans. I think they really wanted to see a change because they were very excited what Kai Green presented in 2012. And, you know, my hat goes off to the guy. I mean, he definitely prepared well for that. You know, realizing that, you know, there takes a lot of maturity as being a champion, and you know, you try to settle into that, you know, and you only have so much time to settle into that. And it's very, very hard because you only have 12 other people to get advice from for that, and it's very difficult because of the internet. You know, you know, you start listening to way too many negativity, a lot of negative people and stuff, and it starts to piss you off. And you know, I just felt like I didn't get, you know, how I say, I just felt like everybody just concerned about the gift and this and that instead of being concerned about, hey, this guy's worked his ass off. I mean, let's cut him some slack. I mean, this guy's trained probably half the years as everybody else, and there is no magical anything that could make this guy do that other than hard work, dedication, and genetics combined. So I just said, you know what, I'm just going to put my head down and I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to go into that gym. I'm going to have no nonsense. I'm going to train. I mean, people saw those Flex Online videos. They saw me killing that stuff, saying easy as, you know, and all that other stuff. And it was just really a true testament of my will. I wanted to prove to myself that with all the negativity that could happen in a man's life, through personal stuff, through business, through fans hating and all that other mess, that I could overcome all that and win those fans back tonight. I felt like I did because when I walked out there, they were kind of like, you know, whatever. Yeah, you know, okay. And I thought, what the hell is this? You know, I'm the champ. And I went out there, I smiled, I hit those poses, and then it was clear cut. They knew that, wait a minute, we don't want to, I mean, we're going to be called a hater. I'm just going to be, they're going to have to call themselves a hater if they didn't feel like I brought it. So you know, I felt like the fans realized real quick that Phil came to play. It's being cool too, like what the hell? And it's because of the fact that I surrounded myself with positive people throughout the past year, and really just focused on just the journey itself. I want to win. Everybody else wants to win. I want to be a champion multi-years, but I just got to enjoy this journey, man, and be happy that I'm Mr. Olympia. So I smiled every day. I kicked ass in that gym every day. And I kick ass on that stage every time I get out there when I can. And
now, let me talk about the first call out was 6 guys. Okay? They put you in the center with Kai, next to Kai. You guys were in the center. So you know you're fighting for the title at that point. Last call out is always a call out where people know this is where it gets down to the point where who is where. They called you out with 4 guys and sent you back before you even hit a shot. How did that make you feel?
Man, you see your reaction. All right, I'm trying to be cool about this, people. I think I hadn't had that happen since I was an amateur. Winning, you know, like straight first in the overall NBC show. But you know, I still have a lot of work to do. I still have to go back to the room, you know, reassess everything.
I believe you. How did that make you feel, though, when you walked away?
It felt, well, people, I'm going to be honest. It felt very awesome. Anytime when you set a goal and you achieve that goal and you've been respected and you've been rewarded, you have to look back and say, okay, I'm good for now. Doesn't mean that I go out there when I walk out here with these fans throwing up the 3. I still got work to do tomorrow, but it definitely felt like, wow, I must have sent some chills down some people's spine, like, wow, this must have been some epic stuff here, and that's what I really wanted. I was trying to do it last year.
Right. But compared to last year, where you had to go back to the hotel and basically didn't sleep, you gonna have a better sleep tonight?
I just won't be on the internet, guys. Sorry. There ain't no Instagram, no Facebook, no Twitter, none of that BS. I'm going over the game plan. I'm not looking at pics. I mean, there's no point. I'm going to look at this mirror. I was even hitting poses backstage even afterwards just because I wanted to make sure. I wanted to be reassured that I looked that good. But, I feel like I actually take it up another notch. I mean, me and Honey Rambart, we make a great duo, and, hats off to him for dealing with my ass, making sure that, I have everything I need, and crossing all the T's, dotting the I's for me. But hopefully, if I can tighten up a little bit more, we'll try. I'm trying to do something. I'm just trying to, I'm like everybody else here. We're just trying to push it to the limit. And for me, I'm trying to push through limits. And I think that's what the cool thing about the sport of bodybuilding. The fans want to see. I mean, the problem is that they saw what they saw tonight. They're going to want to see better. And that's always hard. I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to push myself, obviously, without killing over. But, I just want to have a good time tomorrow. I want to hit these posing. The posing routine is going to be awesome. I can't really tell you much, but if it all pans out, I think it's going to be like one of those Ronnie-esque without the costume. Without the costume. I ain't doing that, man. I ain't wearing no costume, guys. Nah, man, no crown. I wear a crown when I go to Burger King.
All right.
But no, before I go, guys, I want to say thank you all for supporting guys like me, supporting Flex, obviously supporting the NPC and the IFBB, obviously all of its athletes at the Mr. Olympia contest. We really do need your support continuously, both men and women. Thanks to Team Muscle Tech, obviously Team Weeder, AMI, the Vladder Company for Generation Iron. That movie is sick. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. They just released it in 27 more cities. Y'all been hitting me and you up on Twitter like, hey, where can we go see it? So you guys can go see it more. I'm living the dream, guys, and it's because of you. It's because of these sponsors, and I thank you all. Thank you.
Well, he said it all. That was the easiest interview I had today, so I'm going to let him go because he's hungry and I'm starving. So for Phil Heath, two-time Mr. Olympia, getting ready to get his third sign out, I'm Dennis James for FlexOnline.com.